Every morning, millions of people over 60 start their day the same way, getting out of bed quickly, reaching for their phone, or rushing straight to the kitchen. But according to Japanese brain doctors, this common habit could be quietly reducing blood flow to the brain and speeding up memory decline. When we wake up, the brain is not fully awake yet. Circulation is still slow, oxygen levels are low, and the nerve pathways that control focus and recall need a few minutes to switch on. If we move too suddenly or skip this gentle transition, the brain struggles to catch up. Over time, that daily stress can dull memory, increase fatigue, and even raise the risk of dizziness and falls. Fortunately, the brain responds quickly to the right kind of morning activity, and it takes only a few minutes to wake it up fully. You can reverse that effect in just 5 minutes every morning without medication, without equipment, and without even leaving your bedroom. Japanese neurologists have spent decades studying how light movement right after waking can boost oxygen flow, activate both sides of the brain, and sharpen concentration for the entire day. What they discovered is simple but powerful 5 specific morning moves that reawaken not only your body, but also your memory. So stay with me, because in this video, we'll walk through the exact 5-move routine recommended by Japan's leading brain doctors. And by the end, you'll know how to keep your memory sharp and your mind clear long after 60. Number 1. Neck rotations. Let's begin with one of the simplest yet most overlooked morning actions, gently rotating the neck. Many people wake up and sit up too fast, feeling dizzy or heavy-headed without realizing that the neck's blood vessels are still asleep. This short movement helps restore the flow of life's most vital fuel, oxygen-rich blood, to the brain. Start by sitting upright on your bed or standing with your shoulders relaxed. Take a slow breath in, then gently turn your head to the right, letting your chin follow the curve of your collarbone. Exhale as you bring it back to the center. Repeat the same motion toward the left side. Then slowly drop your chin toward your chest and roll your head in a smooth half circle to the right, then to the left. Perform 3 rounds on each side, breathing evenly and keeping your shoulders still. As your neck moves, the carotid and vertebral arteries, the 2 main pathways carrying blood to the brain, gently open up, increasing circulation. That flow delivers oxygen and glucose directly to your neurons, helping them wake up after a night of reduced activity. With just a few mindful rotations, you improve your alertness, balance, and even your mood. A common mistake is moving too fast or leaning the head too far back. This can compress those same arteries instead of freeing them, sometimes leading to lightheadedness or stiffness. To avoid that, keep your motion small and steady, as if your head were tracing the rim of a large bowl of water without spilling a drop. Feel the stretch along the sides of your neck, but never strain. The beauty of this movement is that it not only improves circulation, but also influences your brain's alpha waves, gentle electrical rhythms linked with calm alertness and short-term memory. When you move slowly and breathe deeply, alpha activity rises, helping you feel more focused yet relaxed, perfectly setting the tone for the day ahead. It's a small reminder that clarity doesn't begin with caffeine. It begins with oxygen and stillness. Number 2, cross-body touch. By this point, your neck and chest have already helped oxygen flow to the brain. But to truly sharpen your focus, it's time to bring your arms and legs into rhythm. With this simple cross-body motion may look easy, yet it's one of the most powerful ways to reconnect both sides of the brain. Exactly why Japanese neurologists recommend it for older adults who want to maintain memory and balance. Start by standing with your feet shoulder-width apart, knees slightly bent, and your back straight. Lift your right knee and gently reach across your body to touch it with your left hand. Lower both slowly, then switch sides, left knee to right hand. Keep the movement smooth and deliberate, not rushed. Try 10 to 12 repetitions, breathing evenly the whole time. The key isn't speed, it's control. Feel the twist through your waist and the gentle engagement in your thighs and shoulders. What makes this move so effective is its neuromotor activation. Each time you cross one side of the body to the other, your brain's two hemispheres, the left and right, are forced to communicate through the corpus callosum, the bundle of nerve fibers connecting them. This enhances coordination, reaction time, and focus. Over time, that cross-lateral activity has been shown to support memory retention and even reduce mental fatigue in older adults. A 2021 study from Kyoto University found that seniors who practiced coordinated movements like this just 3 times a week showed higher activation. In the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making and recall, the benefits don't stop at the brain. This exercise also strengthens your hip flexors, abdominal core, and lower back, helping prevent the shuffling gait that often leads to falls. It trains your balance without requiring any special equipment, which is why it's often used in stroke recovery programs and senior fitness clinics. Many people, however, make the mistake of turning this into a fast, jerky motion. That can strain the lower back and defeat the purpose of balance control. The right way is to move as if you're drawing slow, precise lines across your body. Keep your shoulders relaxed, your eyes looking forward, and your breathing steady. If you find it difficult to touch your knee at first, it's fine to reach toward it. The brain still benefits from the cross-body coordination even without full contact. For an added challenge, you can try doing this exercise while counting backward from 10 or naming the days of the week in reverse. This small twist adds a dual-task challenge, engaging memory centers and improving cognitive flexibility. It's the same principle therapists use in brain rehabilitation, training the body and mind to cooperate under gentle mental load. After just a week of practice, most people notice better balance and sharper morning focus. It's a small motion with a big payoff, a way to literally link your body and brain again. Number 3, deep breathing with arm raises. With blood now circulating freely from your neck to your brain, the next step is to feed that system with the fuel it needs most: oxygen. Deep breathing paired with slow, full arm raises is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to do this. It's a technique used for decades in Japan's geriatric wellness programs to strengthen both the lungs and the mind. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart and your shoulders relaxed. As you inhale slowly through your nose, lift both arms out to the sides and up toward the ceiling. Let your ribs expand and feel the stretch open across your chest. Pause briefly at the top, then exhale through your mouth as you lower your arms gently back down. Repeat this 3 times, matching the pace of your breath to the motion of your arms. The goal isn't to move quickly, but to create a calm, deliberate rhythm like the rise and fall of a gentle tide. This movement awakens the diaphragm and intercostal muscles, drawing more oxygen deep into the lungs. That oxygen feeds directly into your bloodstream and travels upward to the hippocampus, the area of the brain responsible for storing memories. When oxygen supply increases, neurons fire more efficiently, helping you feel clearer, more focused, and more alert within minutes of waking. Regular practice also helps expand lung capacity, something that naturally declines with age. The benefits are backed by science. A 2022 study from Stanford University observed that slow, steady arm raises combined with deep breathing improved lung capacity by nearly 12% in adults over 60. The participants also showed better control of blood pressure and improved oxygen delivery to the brain's frontal lobes, the center of focus and decision-making. This simple action, repeated daily, works like a natural tune-up for your cardiovascular and nervous systems. A common mistake is lifting the shoulders instead of the arms or breathing too shallowly from the chest. That limits oxygen intake and can lead to neck tension. To correct this, imagine that your breath begins in the belly. Keep your shoulders relaxed and let your arms move like wings gliding through the air. If balance is an issue, rest your back lightly against a wall for support. For those who want to enhance the calming effect, try holding your arms at the top of the movement for 2 extra seconds, while visualizing fresh air flooding your lungs and clearing the fog in your mind. This visualization actually stimulates parasympathetic activation, the rest and restore system of your body, which improves focus and steadiness throughout the morning. After 3 full rounds, you'll likely feel a noticeable warmth across your chest and a sense of lightness in your head, a sign that your brain has received its first surge of oxygen for the day. Number 4. Shoulder rolls and deep breathing. By now, your neck, lungs, and coordination are fully awake, but tension often hides where we least expect it. The shoulders. They're like the crossroads between the upper body and the brain, and when they tighten, blood flows to the neck and head slows down. That's why shoulder rolls, paired with steady breathing, are such a simple yet powerful way to refresh the brain and ease morning stiffness. Begin by sitting tall or standing with your arms relaxed at your sides. Inhale slowly through your nose as you lift both shoulders upward toward your ears. Then roll them back and down as you exhale through your mouth. Keep the motion circular and smooth, almost like tracing gentle waves in the air. Do this for 10 seconds or about 6 slow, full rotations. As you move, imagine releasing the weight that's been resting on your upper back all night. Physiologically, this movement stimulates the trapezius and deltoid muscles, areas rich in blood vessels that carry oxygen to the brainstem and spinal nerves. When those muscles loosen, circulation improves not only to your head, but also through the spinal column, the communication highway between body and brain. Many older adults notice that after a few mornings of this habit, their shoulders feel lighter, and they can turn their heads or reach overhead with much less effort. One mistake to watch for is shrugging the shoulders forward or moving too quickly. That strains the neck and can actually trap tension rather than release it. The key is slow, rhythmic movement tied to breathing. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you roll down. This rhythm helps trigger the parasympathetic nervous system, promoting calm and clarity. For those who spend much of the day sitting, shoulder rolls are more than a morning ritual. They're a form of reset. Doing a few rounds midday can help relieve pressure that builds up from reading, watching TV, or using a phone. To make this even more beneficial, combine shoulder rolls with visualization as you exhale. Picture stale air and fatigue leaving your body, replaced by lightness and focus. This mental cue enhances neural relaxation, improving reaction time and decision-making throughout the morning. Number 5. Temple and neck massage. We've reached the calmest part of the routine, the moment when the body feels alive, the breath flows freely, and all that's left is to steady the mind. This gentle temple and neck massage is more than relaxation. It's a way to balance the nervous system and boost blood flow to regions of the brain that control focus and memory. Start by placing your fingertips on your temples. Breathe in deeply through your nose. Then, as you exhale, make slow, circular motions using light pressure. Move in small circles for about 10 seconds. Then slide your hands down behind your ears and to the back of your neck. With your thumbs, massage the base of the skull, that's where the occipital nerves emerge, connecting directly to brain centers responsible for alertness and visual clarity. Continue for another 10 seconds, always pairing each motion with slow breathing. The effect is twofold. You're releasing tight fascia around the head and neck, while stimulating the autonomic nerves that regulate heart rate and blood pressure. This combination helps steady circulation and calm the mind, creating the ideal state for clear thinking. Studies in geriatric neurology have shown that short bouts of scalp and neck massage can increase blood oxygenation in the prefrontal cortex, the area behind the forehead that governs attention and memory recall. One mistake to avoid is pressing too hard or massaging too quickly, which can lead to lightheadedness. The goal isn't to push, but to coax. Imagine you're tracing gentle ripples across still water. If you feel tension in your fingertips, ease up and return to slow, circular strokes. To make this practice even more effective, combine it with mindful breathing. Focus on inhaling through the nose for a count of 4 and exhaling for 6, letting your body relax with each breath. As your fingers move and your breathing deepens, you'll likely feel a subtle warmth spread across your temples, a sign that circulation and neural activity are syncing in perfect rhythm. Once your hands fall still, pause for a moment of stillness. Feel the quiet pulse under your fingertips and the clarity that follows. When your hands awaken the pathways that connect touch, breath, and thought, the brain begins to hum in harmony again. And as your morning routine comes to a close, take a deep breath, lift your gaze, and let your mind register one simple truth. Caring for your brain doesn't always start with complex treatments sometimes. It begins with a few quiet moments, a steady rhythm, and the healing touch of your own hands. Now, here's where something remarkable happens. This simple act of touch activates what neuroscientists call reflex release, a natural calming response of the nervous system. When gentle pressure is applied to areas rich in sensory nerves, such as the temples and upper neck, the body releases serotonin, the feel-good neurotransmitter. Serotonin not only lifts mood, but also enhances memory and concentration by improving communication between neurons. That's why a few minutes of mindful massage can leave you both relaxed and mentally sharp. By the time you finish these 5 gentle movements, your entire body has shifted from rest to readiness without strain, without rush, and without a single piece of equipment. Each motion plays a unique role. The neck rotation opens blood flow to the brain. Deep breathing expands oxygen delivery. Cross-body taps sharpen coordination. Shoulder rolls release hidden tension, and temple massage calms the nervous system while brightening mood. Together, they form a quiet yet powerful sequence that keeps your memory sharper and your mind more alert with every sunrise. Many of us assume that mental sharpness fades naturally with age, but that is the whole story. The brain, like any muscle, responds beautifully to care, rhythm, and stimulation. Just a few minutes each morning can improve circulation, boost oxygen levels, and trigger the release of serotonin, the very chemistry that fuels calm focus and emotional balance. Over time, these small rituals reshape how your brain wakes up each day, not in confusion or fatigue, but in clarity and steadiness. Try to make these movements a part of your morning routine. You don't need to complete all of them perfectly. What matters is consistency. Practice them at your own pace. Maybe while waiting for your morning tea or as sunlight fills the room. Think of it as tuning an instrument, one that carries you through every thought, memory, and moment of the day. And if you found this helpful, remember to like the video. Share it with someone who might need a gentle start to their morning. And subscribe so you won't miss our next health guide. Because protecting your memory and your brain isn't about big changes, it begins with these quiet moments you give yourself every morning.